Hi friends. Well, my plants are doing really good now. The flowers are getting lots of flowers on them and growing. And in the tomato plants, I don't know how good we can see this here, but they're doing real well. They kind of look like a jungle in here. They've gotten pretty big, as you can see, from when I first planted them from tiny seeds. So I've got a whole bunch of them in here. And then over here, if we go around the corner, this is all the moonflowers that I started. I have no idea what I'm going to do with them all, but as you can see, there's a lot of them in here. They're doing quite well in these cups that I plant them in, so they can stay in here for a little longer yet, get a little bigger, because I just haven't been able to get my garden ready as fast as I wanted to. So my flowers, I've got purple ones and white ones, so they should be pink ones and all kinds. They should be real pretty once they get in full bloom. So now my project is I have to plant all this stuff in the garden. So I've been, we'll swing around here and take a look at what I've been working on. Well, I started by digging up the dirt, obviously. And then I brought out a bunch of cages to hold up the tomatoes. I want to put tomatoes in the back here, and I'll probably put peppers up front here of some kind. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I might end up putting some extra moonflowers in here because I've got 20 of them, I think, in there. So we'll see how it goes. I'll give some away, I guess. But so then I got my soaker hose here, or it's actually a drip hose. Then I'm going to bury that in the ground underneath the plants as I plant them. I'll get that hose buried and that'll work nice. I bought a new one this year because my old one got so many holes in it. It's kind of a porous rubber and they only last for so many years. I don't know how long I had that other one. At least 5 or 6 years, maybe more, I don't know. So they last a fairly long time, but they do get old and brittle. So anyhow, that's where I'm at with my garden project. So I'm going to get burying the hose, and then I can plant some plants. It's finally a nice day out. The wind is blowing, but everything's greening up here, as you can see. And Bear, he's way over there. He's got his new toy he's hanging on to. He wants me to play tug with him, but I have to get some work done. So we'll get to work for a while here, and I'll video some more. Well, I've been slaving away here, getting everything ready. I got the soaker hose buried down in there, as you can see. But then I was making too much noise. And all these monkeys and all kinds of strange things came out to help me. They're hanging around over there, and these two guys think they're going to plant that banana and get it to grow in there. I think they did the same thing last year. And then I got a little bunny there waiting to eat my plants as soon as I put them in. That's not very nice. Oh man, then this guy came out. He was hiding behind them old logs over here. He wants me to plant pumpkins for Halloween, but I don't know. He's kind of scary looking. I think I'm going to stay away from there. Let's see what he's got to say here.
What do you want?
What do I want? Well, I want to get these plants planted. So I'm going to get to work here. I got my main tool here. Got to have this pole so when I'm crawling around the ground I can get back up again. Otherwise they might have to plant me in here too. So anyhow, I'm going to start with a tomato plant here. I got this nice one. It'll make pink tomatoes. And I just keep reusing my cups every year, so it doesn't necessarily mean what's in them, but I'm recycling that way because I kind of know by looking at them what they are. And then I'll break off these little sprouts on the sides here to give the plant a little chance to get growing before all them little things start draining from it. So this is going to be fun. So I'm going to get to work here and stick this one in, and we'll see how it goes. I don't know. Hang on a minute here. You can see I'm just pulling it out of the cup here. You can see they've got a pretty good root structure inside of there already. So they're definitely ready to go in the ground. And then I'll put these little sleeves around them to keep the cutworms from coming through and chewing on them. So I'm going to get busy here, and hopefully these guys aren't going to bother me too much. I've never seen a bug like this thing either. I don't know where that came from. I think it fell out of this big tree up here. Okay, well, let's see how much I can get done. I'll be back in a little bit. Well, I got the first one planted here. That worked out real nice. Well, they're doing really good for being in cups. This one has flowers on it, just about ready to open up here. I don't know if we can see them on the video, but that should be growing pretty nice. Then you can see what I do here. When I use these styrofoam cups to grow them in, then it's real easy to get them out too, because the roots don't stick to the sides and they come out real easy. And then I sit them down in the ground here and put this plastic ring around there that I cut out of an old container, and then you can see right here is the drip hose. It's going to drip water for them as they need it in summer, so that should work out good. And then I just it's hard to do one-handed here. I don't know how we're looking on the camera, and I just sit that down in there, and I don't know, I bury it maybe up to here so there's plenty of dirt around it. And then I pull this ring up, and then the cutworms can't crawl across the ground because they hit the plastic ring and they can't get in there and snip the plants off. And it makes it real easy for watering them too, because then I can just put the plant food right in the ring there without wasting it and watering the whole garden and making the weeds grow better. So now I'm going to get this guy planted here, and I'll do a couple more. Hopefully that guy doesn't come over here and eat my plant up. That's a scary looking bug. Those guys are still trying to get that banana in the ground. I don't know, I think they're monkeying around over there. Okay, back to work. Oh man. Now this rooster came over here with some corn seeds for my plant. I'm never going to get this done. I've only got 2 plants in so far. Anyway, I just wanted to show you one more thing. I make a chart every year. I don't know if we can even see this, it's so bright out here. As far as this is the one from last year, from 2014, and then I'll make one this year telling where I plant which kind of plant. And like these are seeds that were saved in 2013 of the pink tomatoes, and then that way I laid a cup here for right now, and then I can make a little sketch later and tell where I put which kind of plant, because I have several different types of tomatoes in here, and it's kind of just a way I can keep track of them, so then I'll save the seeds from the best plants for next year. And so 2013 I had some pretty good ones, so I used those seeds, and as you can see they're growing real good. You know, so that's just a little bit of what I'm doing here. If I can get done, I don't know. So anyway, now I'm going to get back to work, and I don't know what I'm going to do with this rooster here. Those monkeys are still working on that banana over there. They're sure taking a long time. That thing's going to be cooked out here in the sun if they don't get it in the ground pretty soon. Of course, I'm getting kind of cooked too. I'm going to have to take another lunch break. So hang on, we'll get back to work again. Well, friends, I've been working on this thing most of the day here now, and I got tomato plants all planted where I want them, and I made my little chart telling what's planted where. And then I'm going to get a couple pickle plants and put them in the very corner over there. They usually grow pretty good there. And then I'll do some pepper plants in these cages here. Probably what I'll do, I put a couple moonflowers in on the very end here, and then I might add more moonflowers because they look nice. I'll see how it goes. But I just wanted to show you, I've got the drip hose turned on, and you can see from the trail on the ground here that the water's working its way all the way around the garden. And I don't know how good we can see this on the video. It's hard to see my viewfinder because the sun is so bright. But you can see the water just kind of drips out of that hose. And then I leave it on for a few hours when they need water. And you can get a timer to put on it to turn it on and off if you want to. But they work pretty good, and this soil is so sandy it's pretty hard to overwater plants here. And in this way I don't get very many weeds in the garden once summer gets going, because the garden stays dry, and other than where we need it for the plants. But I sent those monkeys to go get me something cold to drink, and they never came back. And I looked over here and look at this, they're all taking a nap. They went, you talk about a monkey pile. Those guys aren't very good helpers. Well, I'm gonna see how this all turned out. Maybe I'll upload it and show you guys how the progress is going with my plants. So it's looking pretty good. Like I say, I'll be planting more, and then we'll see how it grows this summer. So thanks for watching. Oh, Bear had to come over here and see what all these monkeys are doing, sleeping. It's gonna wake them all up. He was to see what I was doing over here. He's been a good boy watching me work. But I don't want him to go in there and water those plants for me though. Come on, Bear. Well, I'm gonna go in now and see what the hell these videos worked out.